For today's project, you will need a 1x2 or 1x2 blocks, some wooden beads, paintbrushes, paint. I'm using black Waverly chalk paint and I am using white Waverly chalk paint. A ruler, optional speed square, scissors, sandpaper, a pencil, polyurethane if you want to, rope, jute, twine, yarn, or a shoelace, stencil, or you can freehand, drill bit, jigsaw. You can use whatever saw you want. Gather up everything that you need and let's get to crafting. Step 1 will be to measure and mark your 1x2 to how many blocks you want. It depends on the word that you're spelling. If your word is 10 characters, then you're going to need 10 blocks. I'm doing mine at 1.5 inches. And I'm using this speed square to draw it because I want to make sure that it is straight. And then when I get all of the blocks that I want, then I will cut them all. Go ahead and complete this. You can do them 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 1 3/4, or 2 inches. It is completely up to you. So go ahead and do that and I will be right back at you. All right, the next step is going to be drilling holes in the ends of each one of these. Now, you know how we did the 1.5 inches in width. You want to make sure that the 1 inch is where you're putting your X. X marks the spot. So I just used a ruler to make the X, to make sure that my drill hole was in the center of each one of these. So grab your drill and we'll go ahead and drill these holes. I'm gonna drill all 20 because that's how many I'm making. Okay, the next step is going to be to sand these down. If they need to be, you may not need to, but that's why I wanted you guys to have some sandpaper on hand. Okay guys, next step is to paint all of your blocks that you have cut. Now I did 20 because that's how many I need, so I'm going to paint all 20 and I'm painting it black. So paint them out and come right back for the next step. All right guys, we got all 20 of these painted black. And the next step is going to be the stencil. I'm going to grab my white paint and I'm going to grab a stencil brush. Now, in case you've never seen one, this is a stencil brush. So it's fatter and it's got a pretty good round tip on there. Now, they do make different sizes of these. And so the trick to this is just to lay your letter on whatever block that you want the letter on, okay? And just hold it still, and you're going to dab your brush in just the tip of it into your paint like so, okay? And then you just dab it just like this. You just dab it. And when you dab it, you don't have to worry about brush streaks or brush lines or anything like that. Now when you go to lift it up, just be careful and just lift it straight up. And as you can see, we now have an H. Do you remember when we drilled the holes? Your hole is here and here. Your letter needs to go up and down. So it's going to be like this. Here's the M. You got your hole here, okay? Do not do it this way because then when we hang it, all of your letters are going to be sideways. So just keep that in mind so you do not make the same mistake I made. Alrighty guys, so far this is what I have created. Hope and dream. Now this is going to be one side of my window, okay? Hope will be on the left, dream will be on the right, and I have 2 windows, which is why I did 20 blocks. So guess what? The next thing we're gonna do is not just polyurethane these. Oh, no, no, no. We're gonna flip them over and we're gonna stencil them again. The reason that we're doing that is so that when it hangs on your window, if for any reason it gets bumped and it gets turned, you will still have your letter. So you won't be walking over to your window every 5 seconds to fix it. Pretty clever, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so flip them blocks over and let's get to stenciling. Okay, you guys, if you are to this step, that means that you are done stenciling. And I hope that your stenciling went well and you were able to use either the peel and stick, which would work much better, or you found a good way to do it. So now I am off to polyurethaning, and I'm using this. And I'm using this one because it dries super duper fast. This is optional, you do not have to do it. If you don't want to do this step, just forward the video to the next step. We're gonna go ahead and put this thing together. Or if you guys know of anybody that could benefit from this video, please share it with them and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Okay. Then we're gonna do another bead. Another bead. So our next letter is our R. I wanted to show you guys something, and remember, this is why I had you paint both sides with your stencil, because no matter which way your block spins, it'll always be readable. So you don't have to use this for windows. You could use it as garland. It could be very pretty. You could do hope and dream on one long strip and hang it in your house or something. Or so far, okay, our D and our R, and again, no matter what, okay, it stays the same. Isn't that great? Okay, guys, so if you are doing the same letters as me, then you can see we have done the word dream and
wow,
bead at each end. Now tie a knot. Just tie a regular old knot right here at the end. Okay, so there you have it. We did our curtain tie backs, our wooden block curtain tie backs. So we are all done.